Now, guys, I've decided to take a different perspective on the WNBA. You know what? I needed time to give myself a rethink. Really just take a look at how it would do this past 2019 season. And after all my analysis, I could finally say, holy shit, it's good to beat a dead horse. Holy fuck, does this league suck. Seriously, look at this attendance. Oh my god. Like, who the fuck shows up to this shit? I haven't seen anything this bad since the AAF. And what's worse is that YouTube TV has a fucking contract to try and lure people in. Like, who the fuck wanted that to begin with? Okay, I may take some time to elaborate. Okay, the attendance actually declined by roughly 9% this past season. Now, it was bad when I shot the previous video, but holy fuck did it decline. Like, seriously, if it's that bad and they're having issues with minor pocket stadiums on the outskirts of major markets that they're supporting, how do you go any lower than that? I reviewed this previously and it was already at bottom barrel numbers. But motherfucking Christ, they can't even hold a single fan base. Frankly, I feel like it would be even more sad if the France family sold NASCAR and we could finally see their attendance numbers, just to give a measurement for how bad this has gotten for the WNBA. Like, I'm serious, how was the NBA not seesaw assets? I kid you not. The fucking Vancouver Grizzlies made more profit and had a more consistent fan base. How do you miscalculate this so fucking bad? This is a fucking embarrassment to women's sports. This is a fucking embarrassment for the NBA, and it's a fucking embarrassment for Americans in general. And the worst thing is, like I previously mentioned, women's sports aren't bad. The women's national team kicks ass almost every time they go up against a major market or play a primetime game. But seriously, the WNBA is shit. It is a shitty product run by a league who has shitty management, by players who haven't given two shits about any development or any real sense of entertainment. Why is this still around? Honestly, there's only so much lower this can go. Frankly, look at the XFL. This was a laughingstock prior to it being revitalized by Vince McMahon. And it's drawing in good numbers. Who cares if the football's too hot and cold and sometimes the games are shit, but they still deliver a good product that I'd still want to watch. And that's the problem. The WNBA does none of that. It is just a fucking dumpster fire of a league that has continuously gotten worse. This is a fucking scab that the NBA keeps picking repeatedly and has done nothing right to fix it. It doesn't matter how many markets you move, it doesn't matter what you relocate, it doesn't matter the arenas you're putting these fucking disgraceful shows of fucking basketball in. This is not working. And frankly, I'm amazed the NBA hasn't even considered liquidating this. I don't care if you're trying to be diverse. Either find a way to make it sustainable, find a way to make it its own league where it doesn't fucking fall flat on its face. But this isn't fucking working, Silver.
I can take it from here, Alex. You need to calm down. Where were we?
Fuck this fucking lump sum of a garbage league taking down the fucking toilet costing every franchise member a fucking dollar! So are you fucking idiot! Who the fuck in their right mind wanted this to begin with, you fucking politically correct jackass?
Oh, I meant this decision to diversify one of the most common sports for women really wasn't such a bright idea to give it its own league. And frankly, I'm appalled that it sank any lower than it did last season.
You're only appalled for this. You're appalled. Seriously, there's been more people at fucking Atlanta Thrashers games than have showed up at a WNBA game. How in the hell can it sink any lower? I mean, seriously, is that 9.2% dip in attendance just not a sign that maybe isn't something that should be financially viable? I mean, even the players hate this. They're making well over 3 times the money they're making for this shit on our shores over in some rinky-dink league in like Africa or... But someone in fucking middle of nowhere Cambodia would probably pay them more than they're getting paid here.
Kidding? It's fucking eating away at my goddamn
told
sanity!
you.
Fuck!
Well, that's really all I have to say. This league is a travesty in itself. Just going back to highlight
What
the
other
point,
points do you have to
seriously.
highlight again?
If that big of an attendance and that much debt isn't enough to spur the NBA from shutting this entire operation down, I don't know what
are you
will.
fucking telling me?
Do they have to completely desert the arenas and play in front of like 5 people to really prove that this maybe isn't such a good idea? Well, who knows? I mean, the NBA is one of the most profitable leagues in the world, so really, who am I to judge how they should spend their money? Yeah, well, makes more sense than, say, putting a football league in Europe.